story. I want him back because he's cool. But I say that loosely when I say I want Kurama back.
I would have preferred if they had like a different design for Kurama coming back.
It is a different design. He looks
he's
like
smaller.
a wet dog now.
He is. He's smaller and
stop that. Like a dog.
Well, yeah.
Stop.
I don't know. I think there was like there's a story about like a heavenly kitsune. I need to reread that story.
No,
but it's implied that
it could possibly be taking the concept of it in the most broad essence to bring Kurama back as an like a shout out, if anything. I don't think they're going to take anything from the story. Like, Kurama's not going to be white. He's not going to have descended from the heavens or any of the other nonsense.
No, they probably would have noticed it in that case.
He didn't get the nice
Nonsense, Vader.
It's been around for thousands of years.
Okay, this may sound very crazy, but do you think that since Kurama is in Samsara, he died and achieved moksha?
I don't even know what you're saying.
I mean, I know the word Samsara, but like I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
I'm not a religion major, bro.
So pretty much those who are in Hinduism and Jainism, it's those who will release from the cycle of rebirth and impelled by the law of karma. It's like the transcendent state attained as a result of being released from the cycle of rebirth. So pretty much I think it's like the cycle of samsara.
Sounds like Shibai. He was the cycle of rebirth karma, and he transcended beyond that. That sounds like a Shibai thing, not Kurama.
Yeah. Well, moksha is
Kurama's reborn. So
yeah.
He couldn't have escaped the cycle of rebirth if he got reborn.
Moksha is the freedom from the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth.
I mean, the thing is, it was much more interesting when Kishimoto just used this religion and other like real life references as like flavor more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like based the entire story off of it. Like the 6 paths of pain are based on Buddhism, but like it's not as though Kishimoto is using the religion itself to make those abilities and stuff. Like, what does the Asura path have? Like, he shoots missiles and laser beams, and enlightened individual in Buddhism.
It's some stuff like Amaterasu, the sun god. Amaterasu is as hot as the sun. Shout out Mello. Tsukiyomi, the moon god, and then there's a moon design, and a lot of like the Tsukiyomi is cast upon the moon. The moon at night with Itachi's massacre. That's when he
mostly flavor.
Everyone.
Exactly.
It's not like him following the story, and then when he actually starts to bring things more concretely that way, he brings Kaguya, because there's the story about Kaguya Hime, and that kind of ruins the entire Naruto series when Kaguya arrives. So that's a problem.
I like it when it's just a callback.
Momoshiki and Momotaru, like they're just references. Momoshiki happens to have the monkey, dog, and bird, who are the 3 creatures Momotaru befriends on his journey. And he's the little peach boy. Momoshiki eats a fruit that looks, like it's peach fruit, like stuff like that. Ishiboshi is the 1-inch man. What's Ishiki do? Shrink to really 1-inch tall.
The wishing mallet.
The wish hasn't been addressed in the story, so we don't even know if that one matters. But
I mean, it's like
he was going to make the wishes.
The symbol of the wishing mallet,
and it's the same symbol as his eye. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, it's the same symbol as the thing on his jacket and his chest.
Okay, yeah.
I think they kind of added that in just to let you know.
The Dharma wheel, but
I really, you know what? Never mind. I'll get into. We'll talk about that later on.
Okay. But anyway, so I feel like the way Kishimoto does it will be a reference to a character, maybe their abilities.
But I mean, even Jiraiya Tsunade and Orochimaru are like pulled from a legend, and then like the legend has nothing to do with the story that the characters have in Naruto. It's just a cool reference, and sure, there are some similarities here and there, but it's not one for one.
Too much like a one-off.
One of the biggest references that you could say is just directly in the story would be the god Susanoo slaying the Yamato no Orochi, and you have the Itachi
True.
Susanoo for the first
Yeah.
time slaying the 8-headed serpent. That's probably like the biggest one, but even that, it's just like, it's a cool nod to the story. Technically, it is just straight up like the story.
It doesn't
in a
take
sense.
away. It doesn't distract you from
exactly,
what's
that's-
happening in the manga. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that makes sense. What just happened here? It's fine.
Exactly. And and it's not like, oh my god, he's just copying the religion. It's just like, it just happens to fit. It's a clear reference, but that's probably like the biggest one. Yeah, I mean, but you don't want to like copy like a actual. I say this. You don't want to copy a religious story for the sake of the story. That's just an event that happens during the. It's that like that moment isn't the story. It's just something that happens within the story. You know, the story is Sasuke and Itachi, not Yamato. It's not the Susanoo versus Orochimaru. That's not the story. It just happens to happen in the middle. So this Kurama thing seems a bit more integral to the story.
It is
so you
the
would,
story, yeah.
I at least would
Liz
like it to not be a
became the A
copycat
story.
of a story.
It shouldn't even be the story, yeah.
Yeah.
It replaced the story.
Yeah, and that, I completely agree with you that the Oodie, like, and that's why it is just click. It feels like they're just randomly throwing stuff out there, hoping it sticks, because the story is Jorah coming for his target, and that's supposed to do things for the story, such as Damon saying, "Hey, when they look for Naruto, isn't that gonna show you're lying about Naruto being died?" Which is part of this arc. The omnipotence shit is an integral part of the arc. So Jorah's target, omnipotence, these are integral parts of the story. Kurama returning isn't supposed to be the story there. It's just, like, it does take away too much attention. And even then, freaking Jorah is getting distracted by Team Inoshika